Hey, this is Lewis from Breakdance, and in this video, I'm excited to show you the new stuff coming to Breakdance 1.6. So for full details, consult the changelog. The link will be somewhere here or there. But for the main new stuff, watch this video. I'll keep it short and to the point. Okay, without further ado, let's take a look at what is new. New in Breakdance 1.6, we've drastically enhanced the search functionality in Breakdance. We've made it so the default Breakdance search form element can now search any custom post type. It can search WooCommerce products. It integrates with Breakdance's elements for WooCommerce filtering, and it integrates with Facet WP and WP Grid Builder facets for filtering as well. So I'm going to demonstrate this functionality on the WooCommerce shop page. So I've created a template for this page in Breakdance already. So I'm just going to go to Breakdance and open shop page and all product archives template. And here it is, and I put my shop filters in. Now I'm going to add the search form element. So let's go to the add panel and search for search form. And let's just drag that up to the top. And under the design options, I'm going to make this search form just the classic style. And let's go over here, and we're going to limit this to the WooCommerce product post type. So we're just going to choose product from the dropdown and save. And that's actually all you have to do. It now is just magically going to work. So let's go ahead and exit to the front end here. And let's search for, say, album. And there's only one album, so WooCommerce just takes us to the album page. Let's search for beanie. There are two beanies here. And there we go. It searches, and it's showing the search results on the WooCommerce shop archive page. We could use filters here if we wanted. Let's search for hoodie. I have multiple hoodies here. And it's now showing the 3 hoodies on the site. We could then narrow our search results down further by attribute. And if you actually look at the URL, you'll see what's happening. It's searching hoodie in post type product, and then it's filtering. This also works with third-party filtering plugins like Facet WP and WP Grid Builder. And again, the setup is so easy. You don't have to do anything except add the search form element to your page and then choose the post type you want to search, and it's going to work. New in Breakdance 1.6, we've added beta support for PHP 8.2. So we can't officially support PHP 8.2 until WordPress supports it. And WordPress says PHP 8.2 support is still in beta. That's what the asterisk next to the Y means if you look at the chart here. However, our plan is to drop the beta label from our PHP 8.2 support as soon as WordPress officially supports PHP 8.2. To that end, we're announcing beta support for PHP 8.2 in Breakdance 1.6, and if you do encounter any issues with PHP 8.2 that are related to Breakdance, please report them so we can address them and ship full PHP 8.2 support at the same time WordPress does. New in Breakdance 1.6, we've added an active toggle for templates, headers, footers, and pop-ups. So we have 2 pop-ups. They said to apply everywhere and trigger on load, but I've disabled them by turning the active toggle off. So if I go over to the front end of the website, no pop-up appears. Now let's go ahead and toggle the active toggle. And now let's go ahead and refresh the page, and the pop-up appears. This active toggle is also available for headers, it's available for footers, and it's available for templates. New in Breakdance 1.6, we've added one-click duplication for templates, headers, footers, global blocks, and pop-ups. So here I have a header, and I'll mouse over, and you'll see the new duplicate option. Click that, and the header is duplicated. You can then make the necessary edits, and when you're ready to put it live, you can disable the old header and activate the new header. New in Breakdance 1.6, we've enhanced the user access client mode functionality of Breakdance. So here I am in the WordPress admin panel at Breakdance, settings, user access. I've set up users with the role of editor to only have edit content interface access. They won't have full access to Breakdance, so they can't break the design. Now let me log in as an incognito user, as an editor, and I'll show you the enhancements we've made. So if I go to Pages, and we go to a page created in Breakdance, we'll see that they can no longer choose Use Default Editor. They can only edit in Breakdance. And if we go to a page that isn't built with Breakdance, they can use Gutenberg or the classic editor, but they can't open it up with Breakdance. So it's a more streamlined experience. In addition, we've granted users with editor-only access to Breakdance form submissions. So you don't have to make them an admin or otherwise give them access. They can log into the WordPress admin panel with their editor client role, go to the submission screen, and they can see and manage their Breakdance form submissions. New in Breakdance 1.6, we automatically stop video and audio playback in pop-ups after the pop-up is closed. Normally, we don't mention small polishing fixes like this in the release videos, but this one's notable enough that it does deserve a mention. So let me demonstrate the behavior now. And if you make the link open a pop-up, so we'll just go Action, choose Pop-up, and then choose a pop-up. Let's go ahead and save this. Oh, Action needs to be open the pop-up. Let's go ahead and save this, exit the front end. If you open the pop-up, and watch the video, there's audio. There's audio in the video. And now when we close the pop-up, the video stops playing. New in Breakdance 1.6, we've added an Enter keyboard shortcut for adding a class, so you no longer have to click the Add button. And I just like to take a minute to say if you hit Command, Shift, question mark, or /, you get all of the non-contextual keyboard shortcuts in Breakdance, so definitely use those to speed up your workflow. Let's go ahead and add a class. I'll type in Fancy Orange and hit Enter, and voila, the class is added. It also keeps the dropdown open, so you can just keep typing class names and hitting Enter as many times as you want. So that should speed things up nicely if you're applying classes to an element. New in Breakdance 1.6, we've added the ability for menu dropdown links to open in a new tab, to control a pop-up, control a slider, to open a light box. So here I have a sticky header here that appears after scrolling 300 pixels. So there's that header. And let's go ahead and go to one of the menu dropdowns. And now every link has this settings option where you can choose a lightbox, contact, action. You can then open a pop-up. If it's a URL, you can open it in a new tab. You can set it dynamically. We've added that for top-level menu drop-down links and links inside menu drop-downs, such as these here and these there. Breakdance now allows you to preview templates, even if it can't determine exactly where they apply. So here I have a single post template, and if I go to settings and add a condition, I could add in a custom PHP condition. This would give me unlimited flexibility. For example, I could do return whether some custom PHP function is true or not. Well, Breakdance can't determine what post this template actually applies to now without trying to load every single one of them and then seeing if that function is true, and that would be very bad for performance on a big site, so we don't check it all. What we do now instead is we just allow you to preview every single post on the site, just like you could if you didn't set the condition. And it's up to you to decide whether you're going to preview something the template doesn't actually apply to or not. New in Breakdance 1.6, we added a better error dialog that can even auto-generate an email you can send to your web hosting provider for assistance. So I've deliberately created a broken plugin on this site that's going to trigger an error when I save the page. Let's go ahead and click Save. And here's the new error dialog. With a generated email, you can just copy in one click and send it to your host. It contains the error code, request time, URI, request type, everything your host would need to identify and debug the error if it's a server-side error. You've also reorganized the error details and request details tab. You go to error details and it just looks a little bit better. It's a little bit easier to work with. And don't actually blame this plugin. It's not broken. I deliberately added this broken PHP code to trigger the error just for purposes of this video. In Breakdance 1.6, we've made a number of enhancements to the options in our builder elements. Consult the changelog for details on those. Right now, I will show the enhancements we made to the mini cart element. So here is the mini cart element for WooCommerce, showing the products in a nice little mini cart that drops down from the header of the website. But let's say I empty the cart. Now it shows $0 in the cart and 0 items. We've added options to hide one or both of those now. So let's go to the header. And if we go to link, we can now choose to hide the count when empty, hide the subtotal when empty. So let's enable both of those, save, and then let's go back to the front end. And there we go. We just get the cart icon, no products in the cart. Okay, thanks for watching the overview of the new stuff in Breakdance 1.6. Again, consult the changelog here or there for full details on all the new stuff, fixes, enhancements, etc. And I do have to say this, a lot of people complained last time we raised the price saying we didn't give notice, even though it's all over the website. We are planning to continue raising the price. This is your notice. Go to breakdance.com, 60-day money-back guarantee. Get Breakdance. You will thank yourself.